the things we really love, come from our subliminal us's, right? Our needs, whatever they may be. They come from here, that subliminal. They may be valuable. They may be damaging. You don't know the difference. And so when they come up and you're looking at those with your logical mind and you can align those things, you're probably in good shape. If you can do that alignment between the subliminal and the logical, and you can do that with other people so that you can triangulate with other people and say, does that make sense? And get alignment. That alignment is the path to the future, because you only have to know what the best things to do are. You don't have to have them all come up from your head. And for God's sakes, don't be overly opinionated, because just because you have that opinion, it doesn't mean it's true. So that's where the two U's and the alignment really is so important.
All right, I want to talk about the process of getting those two things aligned, tying this into meditation. So in my own experience, meditation is a stillness. It's a quiet from the chatter of the mind, and more maybe profoundly than that, I can feel my brain shifts into a different gear. So maybe it's less linear thinking, it's more lateral. I'm making connections that I might not otherwise make. So is it in that still, in that quiet, where you're able to look at what's bubbling up from beneath the limbic system, your emotional life, you're able to look at that without judgment, and then able to say, okay, but this is what I'm trying to do sort of consciously, these are my plans and all of that, and now are you altering either of them, or are you beginning to say, I need to understand if this is a useful emotional driver or a destructive emotional driver? Like, what is that process?
I think you described it very well. And when you go deeper, by the way, you go literally into your subconscious. So you're creating a connection. When you transcend, I do transcendental meditation. When you transcend, I'm not conscious and I'm not unconscious. I am in the subconscious. I'm not aware, but if somebody would make a little noise like that, boom, I would, so it's not like being asleep. And that's also, by the way, where creativity comes from. It's like you go take a hot shower and a great idea comes, not because you're muscling it. So when you're having that, then you're calm and your natural state, and then these things bubble up and it helps that alignment. So you say, okay, let me go above myself. Let me go above myself and look at myself within the context of my circumstances. What is around me? How does that work? How does reality work? Okay, if I do this, what are the consequences? And so the going above it and just saying, I'm responsible for my decisions, my life, and how do I navigate the things there that I can pull the levers of, who do I get, how do I deal with those, and going above it in that calm way is really what it's about. And when you do it well with others, so you triangulate. That's why I have the radical truthfulness and the radical transparency. When you have that radical truthfulness and the radical transparency, you're triangulating with others. You're going above it with them, and you're just looking at that circumstance, and you say, okay, well, we're in the same goal, or are we? And then how do I navigate those so that we get to where we want to go? Because if you're forming your company, you've got your company, we're on the same mission together, right? So now let's all go above ourselves. What are your strengths and weaknesses? How do we get at what's true? And how do we do that with transparency? And that's it.